Welcome everyone to UNCC TV and Niner Hockey Night here in Charlotte. We are moments away from the second period. We apologize for the audio interruption in the first period, but everything seems to be back up here on the board. After one period, NC State with a 1-0 lead on a goal by Parker Zarek, who followed up his 3 assists last night with a goal tonight, his 22nd of the season. Give the Ice Pack the lead 1-0. Sensational period by Fred Beaulieu between the pipes for Charlotte, keeping them in this game. They had a couple chances on Griffin Hunt. Hunt stood strong on his end. Much different story tonight as it was back in November when the Ice Pack won that game 12-5 in a drubbing of the 49ers. Niners hanging tough. NC State, of course, 5th ranked in the Southeastern region with a 21-3 record. A 7-1 victory last night for them against UNC Wilmington in their senior night, and their last home game before the ACCHL tournament next weekend. We did have the audio for you early on, so you did get to see the seniors getting recognized here at Extreme Ice Center. Teams making their way back onto the benches. And a senior night here for the 49ers. Also Make-A-Wish night by the Chi Omega sorority. And the last home game of the season for the 49ers. They need a victory to qualify for the playoffs. NC State can clinch the #1 seed with a victory tonight. So far they are holding their end of the bargain. Again, Fred Beaulieu, fantastic in the first period. Keeping things close. He's going to have to continue that strong play for the 49ers to try to salvage a victory tonight. He gets this excellent NC State Ice Pack team. Coach Trouts looks like he's going to start with Captain Chase Weirden. He'll be flanked by Briggs and Ray. And Salfia and Shriver on the blue line. We'll start things off here in the second. Coach Gazzillo at NC State. He's going to start off with Hugo and Mazakowski on the blue line, with Kinney and Estradov and Fong. And we're underway. And Estradov into the skates of Weirden. '49ers pass missed its mark. It's Hugo. Weirden gets it. Tried to feed Briggs. That got intercepted. 49ers send it in on net on Hunt. He stops that one. And Estradov has it slip off his stick. That one redirected into the netting. Weirden skating through the slot area. Gets a stick on it, but gets it just high. And out of play. So a nice chance off a turnover from the Ice Pack. See if the 49ers can build off of that. Just 36 seconds into the second period. Halco sought shelter behind his own net. They'll do so again. Tries the other side. Off a skate, kept in. Now Jets in front. In front now, hooked from behind. No call, Anastradov. That shot blocked as Brown had a glorious chance in front for Charlotte. That one out of the zone, no icing call. A golden opportunity for the 49ers to tie things up. Intercepted at the blue line, kept in. That shot missed wide. And that one will go all the way down. This one checks up, no icing. Halko lollygagged a little bit. Enough for the linesman to wave it off, and back comes NC State with it. Good back check. Ties things up from Robinson. Now Salfia, he gets bothered. Into the corner he goes. Gets it to MacArthur, but kept in again by NC State. Robinson again. Ice Pack comes away with it. That one bouncing puck. Halko having trouble with it. He gets bothered by MacArthur, who just eventually dumps it in behind Hunt. Out comes NC State with it. Down the right side, cross ice pass off the edge of the stick of Peterson. Now behind the net. Allowed to come out in front. Good pass. Hesitates on the shot. Second shot save made by Beaulieu, who's down. But keeps it out of the net. Beautiful pass from the goal line. And a little bit of hesitation looking for a shooting lane. Beaulieu keeps it out of the net. 2:26 gone by here in the second. 1-0 NC State. On the goal by Zarek. Another chance to the slide. Easy pad save from Beaulieu. NC State continues to pressure. Andriano tries the other side. With space. Still kept in the zone. Burke will try again. Behind his own net, circles around. Finds some room. Up the ice goes Burke. Gets double teamed, just sends it in cross corner. And delayed call here. And this is going to go against Charlotte, it looks like. I thought it was going to be against NC State, but it's going to be a high stick on Connor Williams. So with 3:12 gone by here in the second. NC State, their second power play of the evening, 0 for 1. Nicely defended at the blue line. Could have been a 2-on-1 the other way. But Victor Hugo kept that in. Cross ice pass to Hugo, misses. Nice angular pass out to Ray. Ray still all over it, but he gets double teamed, shorthanded, of course. As Mazakowski came back. Play onside, now another turnover. And this time it's Weirden harassing Mazakowski. And back down the ice it goes. Sensational penalty killing for the first 45 seconds thus far from the 49ers. Now, pass up the middle, has some room, and now a slash is going to be called, and the net goes off its moorings. And they're calling a penalty shot. Penalty shot to call. As the net came off its moorings, as Ariane broke in, a beautiful pass by Mazakowski from his own zone. Saw him streaking up the middle. And Barrett Orienne, 6 goals on the season, will have a penalty shot. So just as we were talking about the great penalty killing by the 49ers, All it took was one pass on a breakout. Found a seam up the middle. Oriane took a pretty good slash as he was about ready to shoot, so a little bit of hesitation from the official, but put the arms up for a penalty shot with 15:54 to go in the second. So critical moment here. So Kreutzer with the slash. Penalty shot for NC State. And here comes Oriane. He goes out wide on the right side, circles back in. Oriane with a nice deke, and he scores. The net again comes off. But Oriane with a slick backhand, forehand deke. As here you see him breaking up. Easy does it. And there you see Beaulieu biting on the deke to the backhand. And they double their lead, 2-0. And they'll remain on the power play on top of that with 1:06 remaining in that. So Barrett Oriane, 7th goal of the season. This one via penalty shot. It's a bit of a backbreaker for Charlotte, but now still have to defend. That one, a pad save as it got all the way through on a centering pass. Left pad save. Slick moving now. Another penalty called against Charlotte. This one's going to be a trip. And it's going to be 5-on-3 for the next 37 seconds, potentially, as this one goes against Weirden. So Chase Weirden got deked by Robinson. He went to his backhand, just got enough of him on his skate to take him down. And a huge moment in the game for the 49ers. A lot of time left in this game, but they can't go down by too many. They win the faceoff, send it all the way down on net on Hunt. That's a good start. Should kill about 10 to 15 more seconds on this 5-on-3. Halko dekes himself out of his own skates there on a fake pass, but retains possession. And now Halko goes all the way in, and save made by Beaulieu. And all the way down it goes, and that'll kill off just about all of the remaining 5-on-3. Just 7 seconds remaining on that. Robinson up the ice. With room. Robinson goes out wide. It's 5-on-4 now. Halko. That shot blocked, and out of the zone it comes. Good play by Michael Ray. Back come the ice pack. On the half wall. Try to get Halko off the edge of his stick. And out it comes. They'll have to regroup with 55 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4. Robinson can't get to it. Now here's Williams. 2-on-1s for Charlotte. Williams down the left wing. Can't handle the puck, though. He got caught up in his skates. And a blown chance that time for the 49ers. Had a 2-on-1, possibly even a 3-on-1. All for naught. Peterson, shot by Beaulieu on Robinson, stopped. And he'll cover this one up along the post. 26 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4. Man advantage for NC State. They doubled their lead on the penalty shot goal by Oriane after the earlier goal by Parker Zarek. And you got to feel for Connor Williams on that one. That one had goal written all over it. 2-on-1 and even close to a 3-on-1. Puck would not settle down for him, though. Here comes NC State again. Across the line is Oriane. To the half wall. That pass, it goes into the corner. Oriane again. Zarek He gets tied up. Oriane helps him out. Circles behind the net. Zarek loses it. NC State regains possession, though. Pass in front. Zarek tied up from behind by Briggs. Beautiful play by Briggs. Wrist shot from the point, stopped by Beaulieu. Rebound still loose. Centering pass misses and comes all the way out of the zone. Self-clear by NC State as Hugo comes in offside. 12:50 to go here in the second. 2-0 NC State. But an absolutely critical penalty kill by the 49ers to keep it at 2-0. Back to full strength. Mazikowski dumps it in on net on Beaulieu. Andriano to Burke around the boards. MacArthur redirects that one out of the zone as Brown gives chase. Big collision just inside the blue line. Andriano goes around the boards. That'll be kept in by Hugo. Goes down low with it. Low to high. Intercepted, though. Good play by Ryan Burke. And Beeler has to play this one. Would have been a hand pass. He does just that. Charlotte has to tag up that time. Brown nearly had a clear chance. That should be icing if Burke hurries, and he does. Icing against the ice pack. 49ers offensive zone draw. 8:06 gone by in the second. Charlotte needing to cover up the middle of the ice. They've done a pretty good job of doing that thus far. As the ice pack continue to try that low-high play from the point. Mazikowski whiffs on his initial pass. Now he gets hammered in the boards by Ray. Kept in the zone, hits the official skate. Ray tries to center it. Mazikowski intercepts that and goes the other way with it. Jadala missed its mark on his pass. Beaulieu up the boards and just gets beyond the stick of Halco. Big check behind the net, kept in by Ray. Now it's Hugo. Good pinch in by Kreutzer. And Estradov can't get it out, still bouncing around. He'll try again. Weird and keeps it in, but Estradov finally gets it out, at least to the neutral zone. Now Bathgate. Bathgate up the middle, dangerous play, just barely got out of the zone. As McCarthy nearly intercepted that one, could have possibly had a 3-on-1. Kreutzer, a little button hook there to avoid the defender coming in. Tries again, but kept in the zone neatly by Kinney. And Estradov circles back. All the way out to the blue line now, gets pressured, out of the zone it comes. But back comes NC State with it. That shot blocked into the corner, that time by Fong. Bathgate, no relation to Andy Bathgate, I don't believe. Out of the zone it comes, and this will be icing against the 49ers. Just past the halfway mark of the second. Some pushback here from the 49ers, trying to generate some offense. Try to cut this lead in half. Bathgate, wrist shot through traffic in front, save made by Beaulieu. Rebound goes behind the net. 2-on-2 behind. Finally squeaks through for Kinney. Kinney tries to circle around his man. He gets some help. And McCarthy finally does get it out of the zone. And delayed penalty call. It's going to be interference. Looks like this is going to go against NC State, as Anastradov doesn't like the call. But that's precisely where he's going. So Anastradov gets called for interference. Power play opportunity for the 49ers with 9:24 to go here in the middle period. Golden opportunity for Charlotte to get it back to within one. Down low for Weirden. Feathers it over to Briggs on the half wall. Briggs to Ray, now back to Briggs. Briggs centering pass. Oh, Shriver just couldn't get it on his stick. Beautiful backdoor pass by Briggs. Salfia at the left point. Shriver dummies it, lets it go all the way around. Briggs retrieves it to Weirden. Weirden along the goal line, looking for a play. Weirden still looking. Feeds Salfia with it. Salfia, slap pass. Shriver, that shot save made by Hunt. And no rebound. Check that was Briggs from the half wall. So Hunt with a clear view of that. No real pressure on him. Nobody in front to screen him. Makes that one look easy. Griffin Hunt, 3-0 in the season, 923 save percentage, 2.00 goals against average. And out of the zone it comes. Now here's Kinney. Kinney on the right wing, shorthanded. Blocker save by Beaulieu all the way out to the blue line. But now a hooking call against Charlotte, and that'll kill the power play with 1:07 remaining on the man advantage. And a puzzled look from Briggs, who goes to the box. So barring any other penalty calls, 1:07, a 4-on-4 play before an abbreviated power play for the Ice Pack. So shame for the 49ers. As that man advantage goes all for naught. Slick play by Salfia to keep it in the zone. Now Weirden has it. Weirden working on Hugo. Weirden still with it. Hugo gets assistance from Kinney. And now Kinney gains possession for the Ice Pack. Mazikowski up for Hugo. Off the stick of Kinney. Shriver does get it out. Hugo in the neutral zone. Angular pass over to Kinney. He gets it swiped away. Back comes Charlotte. Here's Salfia. Salfia tries to throw it. He gets dumped to the ice. It's a delayed call against NC State. And there's the touch-up. So interference. Brilliant play by Salfia. Generated the turnover in his own zone. Comes right back out. Tried to make a move around Hugo. Hugo goes to the box. So 13 seconds remaining on the initial penalty to Anastradov. So this will be a short 4-on-3 before Anastradov comes out. And 53 seconds later, the 49ers could potentially have another power play. But based on the calls here as of late, that's not a given. Robinson wins it back. Mazikowski just goes up the middle, all the way down. So that'll do it for the 4-on-3. As we go back to 4-on-4. Anastradov comes out of the box. Terada has it poked away by Mazikowski. Now Williams. Kreutzer. Now Burke. 4-on-4 hockey. Charlotte trying to find some room. Kreutzer in his skates, just sends it on net, easily sticked aside by Hunt into the netting. 6:52 to go here in the second. Offensive zone draw for the 49ers. It'll be Weirden with Ray. Shriver and Salfia on the blue line. It'll be Todd and Zarek, along with Mazikowski and Frosch. For NC State, now Zarek comes away with it. Zarek across the blue line on his off wing. Save made by Beaulieu. Beaulieu playing very well. Rebound control has been on point. Shriver tried to do it all on his own. And now intercepted by Zarek. Zarek across the line, has room. Zarek toe drag blocked though. Well played defensively by Salfia. Circle behind the nets. One-timer save, Beaulieu from point-blank range. On the one-timer, as the 49ers unable to get anything going. They do have an abbreviated power play, but NC State has the puck. And out it comes. That'll pretty much do it for the man advantage. Mazikowski builds a wall, circles back, still loose in front. Now Shriver can't get it out of the zone though, kept in. That shot, another blocker save by Beaulieu. Ice Pack retaining possession, keeping the pressure up on Charlotte. Centering pass blocked. Now out to the point. That shot redirected in front, loose in front, now finally off onto the corner. Beaulieu again holding the fort, and he'll just cover that centering pass up. Brilliant goaltending again by Beaulieu. Point blank chance in front couple times here on that shift. .505 to go in the second period. Intercepted now. Charlotte comes back with it. Charlotte in transition. Brown. Harassed by Ferroni. And now comes Peterson. Peterson along the left wing. Nice pass to Robinson. Robinson shot. Another save by Beaulieu. Kept in the zone. Robinson has been everywhere tonight. 49ers finally come away with it. And offside as Brown couldn't quite drag the skate along the line as MacArthur came across. So again, Beaulieu having to come up large as Robinson again with a nice toe drag move. Beat the defender, but Beaulieu again, they seem to like going high blocker on him, but so far he has been rock solid. Cross the line with speed. Sticked aside nicely by Andriano, who gets absolutely crushed. But that's going to be a penalty call against NC State for an elbow. So elbowing the call. And Riley Johnson doesn't like it. But he's going to sit. As Andriano got absolutely crushed by that hit. But the call is for elbowing. So the Ice Pack questioning the call, but that's not going to change anything right now with 4:04 to go. 49ers again go back on the power play. Ray keeps it in. Salfia. Shriver Down low to Weirden. He lets it go to Briggs. Briggs tries to bounce it off the goaltender Hunt. That shot just wide. Salfia. Zarek pressures him, and out of the zone it comes. Dangerously. Now Briggs, out of midair, bats that one out of the way. Self-pass by Ray. He eventually does get it. Dumps it in deeper. But right there is Halko to send it the length of the ice. 1:20 to go on the power play. 49ers trying to cut this lead down to 1. Shriver. Nice little touch pass to Weird. Back to Shriver. Shriver with room. Shriver, blocker saved by Hunt. All the way around it comes. And it could lead to a breakout for NC State. Breakaway opportunity off the crossbar. And out of play it goes as Eric Todd came in, builds a wall, and goes high glove side on Beaulieu. But off the pipe and into the netting. So a bit of a break as the initial shot for Charlotte goes off of Hunt's blocker all the way around the boards. And all it took was one touch, and they were off to the races. Hard battle, eventually won over by Charlotte. MacArthur goes behind the net. Changing behind the play, however, as Beeler gets a piece of that breakout pass. Charlotte has to take a funny bounce. Hunt had to be aware. And out comes Peterson. Peterson, a huge check by Beeler. That's going to be a penalty. So Beeler will take a penalty. He came from out of nowhere to deliver that hit. That puck goes out of play. But Beeler will indeed go to the box again, killing off a power play. And this one's going to be for kneeing. So with 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage, an abbreviated 4-on-4 play. Before the ice pack take to the man advantage. Seems to be some discussion. Over how many minutes this will be as they continue discussing it on the bench. I have not seen the minutes go up on the scoreboard just yet. And it is indeed a 5-minute major. A 5-minute major for kneeing on Beeler, and that's what the discussion was. You had to think something was going to be called. As you can hear with some of the Charlotte faithful. So 4-on-4 very briefly. But then a major power play for the ice pack, and that's the last thing Charlotte needed. So we'll see if they can kill off a major power play here momentarily. They're still 4-on-4 for just a little bit. Shriver missed his mark on that pass. Back comes Kinney, unable to avoid Terada. And Johnson out of the box. It would have been offside from Williams as it bounced on him. And here comes Johnson. Riley Johnson on his off-wing backhander goes over the net all the way around to Williams. Scoops it to center ice. That's a hand pass by Hugo. So 1:45 to go in the second. 4:26 on the major penalty to Beeler. You know, it's never a good sign when the officials talk things over after a penalty. You had to figure it was about how many minutes he's going to get, and sure enough, they give him a major. And Estradov loses it. counterattack. But Briggs all by himself, 1-on-4. Briggs still, though, battling. He goes down to the ice, and now a penalty against NC State for high sticking. And the parade to the penalty box continues here in the second. So 4-on-4 again. And I'm not even going to say for the next 2 minutes because there's no telling how many more penalties are going to be called. But at least for the time being, it's 4-on-4. I can tell you that Andriano for Charlotte has not come back into the game after taking the elbowing call. He is not on the Niners bench. Zarek kept it in, and Estradov to the point that one escaped the stick of Todd, who hit that crossbar earlier this period. Here's Frosch. Frosch hounded by Weirden, but out comes NC State. Now it's Todd. Todd comes in, hesitates all the way across, but too late. No chance for a shot. Ice pack regroup. Frosch, shot blocked. And Salfia comes away with it. Shriver intercepted, but in the feet, still kept in his zone. Nice play by Zarek with 30 seconds remaining in the period. Salfia, Shriver, now Weirden gets to it. He's pressured and pinned up against the boards. Shriver comes to help out. Four-man battle behind the net as time continues to tick by. Robinson loses possession, that'll do it. A wild second period. We saw a penalty shot, several penalties, a major penalty, even some 4-on-3 action. As here you see the penalty shot. Goal by REN. The only tally of the second period. But it's good enough right now for NC State, who leads 2-0 after 2. We'll be right back with third period action right after this. And welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for third period action here from Extreme Ice Center. NC State Ice Pack lead the 49ers 2-0. Going into the third period, 35 seconds remaining. On the penalty to Cam Mazikowski. However, NC State will still have another 2:06 remaining on the major power play after the kneeing call on Vaughn Beeler. As they get set up for third period action, let's take you around the NHL scoreboard. Tonight, the Winnipeg Jets, fighting for playoff positioning in the Western Conference, took down the Ottawa Senators 5-2. The Bruins continue their winning ways. They take care of Arizona, who's also fighting for a spot out west. They beat them 4-2. Montreal playing spoiler to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They win that one in overtime 2-1. Tampa Bay takes out the Islanders 3-1 in Tampa. The Islanders with only 18 shots on goal in that game. The Penguins defeat the Florida Panthers 3-2 in regulation. The Devils in a battle of who's going to have the first pick overall. The Devils and the Kings battle it out. Devils win that one 3-0. The Flyers absolutely crush Washington in Washington 7-2. The Avs break the Blue Jackets winning streak. They go into Columbus and win 2-1. And the Stars and the Blues in a Central Division matchup. The Stars win that one 3-2 in overtime. The Edmonton Oilers came back in the third period to defeat the Nashville Predators 3-2 in regulation. And currently ongoing right now, Vegas leads Carolina 4-3 in the third period with 14:11 to go. And the Calgary Flames lead the Canucks 3-2 in a Pacific Division matchup. Both those teams battling tooth and nail for playoff positioning. And there's your out-of-town scoreboard. We thank you again for joining us for Niner Hockey Night here in Charlotte. As we have a Zamboni spotting. So we will not be ready just yet for third period action, it seems. So they are going to cut the ice here after the teams were ready to come back for the third period. But as we know in hockey, as Zamboni's on the rink, that pretty much owns the ice. It's 12:08 in the morning. We're going to be here a while, folks. So they'll go ahead and get the ice scraped up. Stay tuned wherever you are out there. Still got a third period to play. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for third period action. I promise that is actually the case this time. 2-0 NC State. Getting primed for the third period. Fresh sheet of ice. It's Sunday morning here at Extreme Ice Center. And by the time this one is done, people in Nashville will be celebrating Sunday as well. 20 minutes to go for the 49ers. Down by 2. In a critical game to try to clinch a playoff spot. Fred Beaulieu with several remarkable saves in this game to keep his team in it. We start the period off 4-on-4 for 35 seconds, barring any other penalties. It was a wild sequence over the last 5 or so minutes of the second period, with several calls going against both teams. But the big one, the major penalty on Vaughn Beeler, that one almost half over, 2:41 to go on that 5-minute major. And here we go. Thank you again for joining us and for hanging around through audio difficulties, through the Zamboni delaying the start of the third. You're here with us, and we thank you. Centering pass. Now Peterson the shot. That one just over the crossbar. Bathgate intercepted by Shriver. Shriver the other way. That one goes into the netting off the blocker of Griffin Hunt. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty to Mazikowski. .2:11 remaining on the major penalty to Beeler. Offensive zone draw for Charlotte. NC State comes away with it. Now they are back on the power play. Save made, rebound high in the slot, taken away by Weirden. Tried to pitch it to himself, but kept in the zone dangerously. Now Shriver can't find it. Now in his skates, he finally does get possession of it and sends it all the way down. Good work by Shriver as he goes off for a change. Caddy corner dump in. Anglo pass to Robinson off his stick. Back to Robinson on the half wall. Robinson to the far point. Bathgate. That one slid it all the way through. Just missed the far post from Bathgate. Now Johnson. Johnson the shot. Save Beaulieu into the corner. Traffic in front. Generated by Peterson. Robinson. From the blue line now goes down low. Robinson still with it. Centers it off a skate. And then Briggs sends it the rest of the way. 55 seconds left on the major penalty. And again, a great job by Charlotte on this penalty kill, keeping everything out wide. Beaulieu. Pressured by Zarek. And eventually NC State takes over. Zarek along the goal line. Sends it around to the far point. That one redirected wide. Now Zarek looking for Ariane. Ariane one-timer, save Beaulieu. Rebound, save Beaulieu again. Todd on the rebound. Ariane down low the goal line. Zarek. Here's Todd. Back to Zarek. Now to the point. That shot blocked by Burke. He swipes it away from Ariane. Power play is over. They've killed it off. And Briggs sends it all the way down. This will be icing, but Charlotte with a phenomenal job killing off the power play. Still only down 2-0 with 17:10 to go. And Beaulieu again coming up large on that penalty kill. And referee sending Burke back to the bench for some reason, but it is 5-on-5. It was icing after all. Didn't like the change, I guess, so MacArthur comes in. Zarek trying to find Arien, too hot to handle. Up the boards it goes, and out of the zone. Todd with a hit on MacArthur. Arien. Stop and go. Now Todd. Zarek to the point. Back to Zarek on the half wall. Now down low to Arien. Now to the point. That shot redirected and goes wide. As Kreutzer couldn't get it out. Now Zarek. Beeler hounding him. They work the cycle. Now Todd. One-timer in front. That one blocked by Briggs. Good job by Briggs to get out. That shot goes high and wide, but kept in the zone still by NC State. Beeler can't get it out. Zarek to the slot. Whiffed on the shot did Todd. Still in the dangerous spot. And Zarek gets dumped to the ice by Beeler, and away comes Charlotte. Here's Briggs. Dump and chase, reverses field, but MacArthur's there. And into the netting it goes with 15:48 to play here in the third. So a lot of puck possession from NC State, but Charlotte doing an expert job of keeping them along the perimeter, not letting them get to those high danger areas without a stick in the lane. Back to the point. Shot goes wide. Williams angles it to Salfia. Salfia's shot goes wide, comes out, tried to come out the other side. As McCarthy was there. Now Johnson pinches in, but it does come out. Williams makes the simple play, dumps it back in. As NC State breaks out. As far as the neutral zone they come. Fong. Salfia. His dump in gets taken away. Shriver. Smart play up the boards and at least to center ice. Delayed offside against NC State, not realizing it was Frosch. NC State dumps it back in as they go for wholesale changes. Charlotte with a free run out of their zone. Johnson to Briggs and Ray. Miscommunication there as NC State takes possession. And out they come. Cross the line shot blocked. Out of the zone it comes. Now it's Johnson. And Briggs had to hold up or he would have been offside. Instead it's icing against Charlotte. Angle not quite there to make it to Briggs as he was hugging the blue line, but could not build up enough speed to win the race, so icing it is against Charlotte. 5:43 gone by here in the third. Weirden wins it back. Scooped up but not out. And easy save for Beaulieu as that flutter job gets sent in from the half wall by Jadala. Jadala been pretty quiet tonight. 17 goals, 25 assists this season. Coming into tonight. Johnson takes on two members of NC State. Ice Pack keep possession. Around the boards it comes. Jadala reverses field, looking for Seppi. Out it comes. Here's Weirden. Weirden across the line with room. Weirden tried a shot blocked. And a check by Seppi. on Burke. Ray across the red line. Simple play, dumps it in. Hunt leaves it for his man as Charlotte went for changes. And that shot goes well wide. And delayed call against Charlotte as Salfia touches up, and they're going to call a slash on Brown. So Peterson came in flying down the left wing. Takes a slash from Brown, and NC State goes back on the power play yet again. With 13-13 remaining. Needless to say, critical penalty kill for Charlotte. Robinson weaves his way through, gets it back to the point. Cross to Johnson. Johnson, his pass is blocked by Salfia. Expertly done by Salfia, and he forces the puck out of the zone. Great play by Salfia. Here's Peterson. Peterson again off the crossbar. Peterson rips it right off the corner as he got position. Johnson to the point. Halko's shot goes wide. Salfia. Johnson blocks his clearing attempt. Salfia, another great play to get in the way of that pass. Looking for Johnson again. Fantastic shift by Patrick Salfia. 1:05 to go on the penalty kill for Charlotte. Robinson. Out wide to Todd. Reverses field. Now gets it down low. Looking for a return pass. Not there. Back to the point. Halko. Robinson. Pass blocked into the far corner. Zarek. One-timer wide. Robinson was right there in the slot. Halko. Drops it back to Robinson. Back to Halko on the right point. That shot blocked. Ray gets it and sends it all the way down. And once again, the Charlotte penalty kill coming up huge. Just 20 seconds remaining now in the penalty kill. Now Ray takes over. Ray gets hounded, couldn't quite keep the puck on his stick. Would have had a semi-breakaway there. But Charlotte kills it off, back to even strength. Here's Zarek. Cross pass, save Beaulieu. Loose behind the net. Now centering pass covered up by Beaulieu as Hugo tried to bounce it off a skate, but there's Beaulieu once again. Keeping things a 2-0 game. 11:04 to go. 49ers fighting with everything they've got. Multiple opportunities for NC State to put this one away. Hasn't happened as of yet. Centering pass, there's a great opportunity for Todd. And a huge check behind the play. Todd gets hit again. Salfia. Todd goes in to finish him off. Orien drops it to Todd. Shriver all over him. Shriver with room now. Gets it to Brown. Brown, though, swept aside. Gets it only part of the way into the zone, and back comes NC State. 2-on-1 across the line. Todd. Oh, what a diving play by Shriver, sprawling out. And Todd is going to get a penalty. This is Todd for roughing behind the play well after Brown got rid of the puck. And Eric Todd goes to the box. And Charlotte, with 10:14 to go, has another opportunity to cut this lead in half. Plenty of physicality, but Todd well after the puck was gone. Takes an unnecessary penalty. So NC State squandered several opportunities with the man advantage. Now has Charlotte bidding for one of their own. Ray from the point. Wrist shot blocked. retrieve. That shot also blocked, and back comes NC State. Here's Kinney. Setting pass in front, but in the skates. Now Kinney again, left pad save by Beaulieu. Kinney was looking for Fong, but it was in his skates. But Beaulieu again has to come up with a big save, this time while his team's on the power play. Charlotte with numbers across the line. Pass to Briggs. Briggs save made. And NC State sends it all the way down. They had numbers 4-on-2 across the line. Didn't quite take advantage of it. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. Salfia, turnover. Robinson, toe drag off the side of the net. And Charlotte regroups, 55 seconds left. Weirden with space. All the way up the ice to Briggs. Briggs with the shot, missed wide. Weirden to the point to Burke. Other point, Shriver. Down low to Weirden. Now MacArthur, back to Weirden. Weirden to the point to Burke. Back to Weirden, circles in. Loses possession, NC State sends it all the way down, 25 seconds left. Trying to catch them in a line change. Shriver weaves in. Shriver still with it. Doesn't find a shooting lane. Shriver goes down low with it. Can't quite pull the trigger. Beeler to MacArthur. Can't get it out in front. Shriver loses it. Burke has to pinch in to keep it in. Team's back at full strength. Now Beeler. Beeler shot saved by Hunt, and he smothers it. So NC State keeping things to the perimeter on the penalty kill. Eventually Charlotte gets a pretty decent chance. But Beeler's shot is stopped and smothered up by Hunt, and it looks like another penalty to Vaughn Beeler, rather. Or check that, it's going to be MacArthur going to the box for Charlotte. And Victor Hugo for NC State. And it looks like this will be 4-on-4. And a whole lot of confusion over who's to stay on the ice right now for NC State. They have that figured out. Williams on the draw, has Tirada waiting for it if he can win it back to him. And Estradov comes in with speed, trying to go past Johnson. Nothing doing as Beaulieu uses a stick blade to keep that one away. Here's Tirada. Simple shot, easily directed out of the air. Williams, rebound! And the whistle goes. Are they calling it a goal? They're saying it's touched with a high stick. They're saying it's touched with a high stick. I have not seen a goal call yet. The horn is going off, but they're saying it's touched with a high stick. He clearly whistled it for a high stick. Face-off in the neutral zone. So a goal taken away for Charlotte as Williams made a miraculous play on a puck in midair, batted it down, and the rebound was loose in front, but it was whistled dead immediately. No hesitation from the official, but that won't make Charlotte feel any better. It looked like they had cut the lead in half. Hip check, but skates through it. Does Todd. Todd's shot, save Beaulieu. Salfia. Williams couldn't get a handle on it. Ice pack take over. Now Shriver. Shriver sees some room, but major collision looked like was going to happen there. Terada pinches to get that one in. That one into the netting. And referee's arm up again. Doesn't appear to be a penalty this time. That one into the netting. Offensive zone draw, 39 seconds left on this 4-on-4. One back by the ice pack. As Ariane tried to get behind the defense, intercepted by Salfia. Ariane gets it anyway. He gets sandwiched between two 49ers, and out of the zone it comes. 6:25 to go. The clock, enemy of Charlotte right now. Salfia. Kreutzer. He's hounded by Ferroni. Weird can't get it out. Still in the zone. Ariane tried to find Kinney. That escaped him. Ferroni. Centering pass intercepted by Salfia, and out of the zone it comes. Salfia eludes Peterson, but can't elude the defender. Briggs doesn't get it out. Kinney to Ariane. Ariane saved by Beaulieu. Doesn't know where it is, but he smothers it up. Awkward angle. Went to the reverse VH there. And that puck nearly slithered between his legs. But he holds the fort yet again with 5:38 to play. Still 2-0 NC State. That shot misses wide. Ryan Burke up the boards for Brown. It eludes him but does get out. Missed check as Beeler again went for a huge hit, this time on Johnson. Nice pass up for Brown. But well played by Mazikowski, the captain of the Ice Pack. That one gets away from Mazikowski. Deflected up and out of the zone. Here comes NC State. It's Robinson. Robinson backhander just wide, tried the near post. Redirected out of the zone by MacArthur. And Charlotte gonna have to take some chances now. Down by 2. So you may see some odd man rushes the other way. Burke. He sends that one cross corner. That will not go for icing. Mazikowski up, intercepted by Terada, but Charlotte forced to tag up. 4:25 to go. Lost footing here. Charlotte intercepts it, but can't capitalize. Shriver, and now another penalty. And this one on Connor Williams. Just 4:13 to go. Williams to the box. And NC State, another opportunity to salt this one away. Running out of time for Charlotte. Face off one back. Mazikowski. Weird and intercepts that dump in. Now gets it to Shriver. Tried to find Ray. Being a little bit risky, but at this point, not much time left. They're forced to, even shorthanded, to be a little bit risky up the ice. Nice feed. Here's Todd. Intercepted by Ray on that centering pass. Well done, as Ariane was lingering. To Todd. Todd for Ariane. Great play again by Michael Ray on the back door. Not allowing that cross crease pass to get through. Todd goes behind the net. He's harassed by Shriver. Shriver loses his stick momentarily. Todd has room now. Todd, that shot save again by Beaulieu. Still loose in front, save again by Beaulieu. Zarek goes down, takes out Shriver with him. Todd circles to the center, looking for the side of net for Ariane, couldn't handle it. And down goes Ariane, another penalty. That one a skate save off a deflection by Beaulieu. Zarek, and that one would have gone into his own net. And it would have counted, but Robinson came on for Hunt and intercepted that one. Cross-ice pass, what a save by Beaulieu on the one-timer from Ariane. Beaulieu, sensational play. As time running out on the 49ers, but Fred Beaulieu standing on his head. As NC State has 34 seconds of a 5-on-3. And we have a timeout for the 49ers with 2:47 to go. Down 2 men, down 2-0. And again, I go back to that pass by Zarek, looking for the point, eluded everybody, and on a delayed call, Hunt had gone to the bench. And if Robinson had not taken that angle onto the ice, that puck was heading right for the center of the net. But here we go. Coach Trout's rallying the troops. See if they can't pull something off shorthanded. At least after this 5-on-3 is over. Go to 5-on-4 if you can gain some possession and take some gambles. Pull Beaulieu out. And generate something the other way. Again, time not on their side. But Beaulieu, without question, first star of the game here tonight. Or this morning. Whichever way you want to take that. 2:47 to go. 5-on-3 for NC State. Not the first time they've had this advantage tonight. Fong brings it back to the point. Ferroni. Down low to Kinney. Kinney and Estradov. Back to the point, Ferroni. Puck was rolling. Save made, Beaulieu again. And Estradov, cross-ice pass, Ferroni. Shot blocked, comes out the other side. Net goes off its moorings. Whistle had gone well before the puck crossed the line as the net was about 3 inches off its moorings. As Beaulieu went corner to corner to make that save. Just 4 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3, so NC State will have to be weary of Williams coming out of the box. Centering pass, what a save! Beaulieu again from point-blank range on Kinney. And Estradov misses his check. And Williams gives chase to Ferroni. Again, Charlotte short-handed. They have to gain some sort of possession to get Beaulieu out. Up the boards. Fong couldn't get it. Shriver scoops it out. Briggs will pressure. Briggs interfered with, lost his stick, no call. Briggs had eluded the defender, but he got a stick taken out of his hands on the move. That shot blocked. Back comes Charlotte. Briggs with it. He has Weirden with him. Across the line, Briggs. Pinned up against the boards, just inside the blue line. Weirden comes away with it. Shriver tries to send it on net. Easy save for Hunt. And up the ice comes the ice pack. Fong goes down. And another call, and they don't like this one at all. It's a hook. And that'll do it for somebody else as well because the referee heard something he didn't like. And a misconduct certainly given out as well. Fong went down like a spinning top. And Charlotte definitely felt like he sold it with just 12 seconds left on Salfia's penalty. As Briggs goes to the box. And the fans not happy, and neither is Coach Trotz. And unfortunately, bit of a sour ending here as Charlotte down 2 men yet again with 59.8 left here in the third. Weirden won it back. Kicked away, now that's going to be a high stick, accidental or not. As Kreutzer tried to get the puck out of midair and caught Johnson up high. And that will all but do it, unfortunately, for the 49ers. As the penalty box gets crowded. NC State works it down low. Centering pass, another save by Beaulieu. One-timer by Robinson. Still 5-on-3. It'll be 5-on-3 the rest of the way here unless NC State scores. Pass intercepted by Burke. Taken back by Johnson, though. Johnson tried to center it, goes off a skate of Weirden. Johnson again to Peterson. That one misses wide, 18 seconds to go. That one off a stick, and that one a bouncing puck towards Beaulieu. Johnson. Robinson. That one, the net is off its moorings again. Referee letting things go, and that'll do it. NC State clinches the number 1 seed in the Southeast region by a score of 2-0. And Fred Beaulieu, the story of the game, under siege all night long from the Ice Pack offense. He will lead things out for Charlotte. He was absolutely magnificent in this one. Unfortunately for him, Charlotte unable to generate any offense to back him up. But NC State now goes to 22-3 on the season as they head to the ACCHL tournament next weekend. Bit of a wild one here in Charlotte as the parade of the box seemed never ending all night long. And Charlotte on the short end of the stick in their regular season finale in front of the home crowd. Our final score, once again, NC State 2 and Charlotte nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again very much for joining us tonight. It is nearly 1 a.m. and you're still with us. We thank you again. This has been Niner Hockey Night from Charlotte. 2-0, NC State wins. Thank you again for joining us all season long here on UNCC TV for your Charlotte 49ers. This is Greg Machopoulos telling you again, thank you again for joining us, and good night.